See, when we assess this all ODIs and T20, I think we had only 3 days of practice sessions where I have to give it to players. On the less time, you can't get into a competitive series like New Zealand, so there will be some rustiness in their approach. So a lot of things been discussed, keeping in mind going forward. Simply in bowling, we are trying to address middle overs where we can pick up the wickets, because as you must have noticed, there were a couple of 100-run partnerships in ODIs. So we are trying to break that jinx where we want to take wickets in middle overs. And I have to give it to players; they have tried their best. But with limited practices and the COVID situation, quarantines, I think we are on the right track. I think batting has clicked. We have discussed a lot of things about batting. When you go back in England, from there where we are now, we have scored 280, 270. Again in Australia, we scored 275, 260. So batting unit is doing their job. It's now bowling unit to get into a rhythm, and you have to understand there's a restriction on practices, limitations. Then I have to give it to bowlers also, that they will come back hard when the World Cup starts. See, I will stick to my statement that it is up to Harman to get back into form, because it's player's mind which works in the pressure situations. We can create those in nets and otherwise, but then it's again up to that particular player to come out of that zone and do well. See, there are few things which we are trying to address. One is we want to give match time to each and every player on the squad. That is 18 players, because you never know which player can come in. So we wanted to give Tanya some game time. Richa has done well in her outings. And there's a workload management also. You must have seen that we missed our genuine fast bowlers. We just played with say Jhulan and Simran, again Jhulan and Renuka, because of the unavailability. And as far as Smriti is concerned, she will be available from the next game. And there are some MIQ rules of New Zealand which we have to follow. And I can't get what are these rules, because I don't know what are the rules. So we have to follow certain guidelines of government of New Zealand board. So I think after this game, Smriti is available, Meghna is available, so we can go little ahead with our bowling attack, which we I think done well in the Australia. That is three seam pace battery was three seam bowlers in every game. See, you have to play under pressure. That is, after Australia, we didn't play any game as a team. Okay, we came straight into New Zealand. So when you want to address few issues about batting, bowling, or fielding, you need to play as a group before a series, which didn't happen. So eventually, we are trying those things in New Zealand series, where we can put them under pressure and ask for few things which they did. And if you can I think there is inconsistency, that we agreed, but there are a lot of positives. If you see Meghna's fielding throughout the 4 games, see, one odd game best fielders also drop catches, and I'm not going to blame anyone for that. We looking at the effort, yes, we looking at consistency as well, but then I don't want to blame my players for not being consistent. It is being short of practice, short of match simulation, short of proper matches, that is hurting us. I think good question, Snail. That is what we are doing. If you've seen the whole 4 games, see, we tried different bowling attacks with the limitations of unavailability of fast bowlers. So we are trying to get everyone in this zone where they can bowl at any time, be it power play or middle overs or death overs. So basically, we are trying a lot of combinations, and when you go into the World Cup, you can't set a combination like we are going to go with 6 bowlers and we are going to go with 5 bowlers. Every opponent is different. When we play, say, India, Pakistan, our approach is different. When we play India, Australia, our approach is different. So we are trying to create combinations. It might be 5 bowlers, it might be 6 bowlers, it might be 6th all-rounder in the team. So we are trying to give all of them match time so we can use them according to the opponents.